It's a special day because of you. You did your thing, now you made it through. Let's graduate on the dance floor. No cap and gown, we gonna give you more. Let's get the party jumping. It's time to shut it down. Let's tell the DJ to play the music loud.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the vlog. Today I'm going to be talking about my cats. How I got them, where they came from, how they mean the world to me. They're my very first cats that I've ever owned. Father and son, Ezio and Little Man. So, when I first got together with my boyfriend, I moved in to his mom's house and I saw this adorable little gray and white kitten, probably 3 months old, and I just kept calling him Little Man because it was a boy. And my boyfriend said, "That's your cat. When we move out, if you want, you could take him with you." And I was confused. I was like, "What? That's my cat?" He said, "Well, you named him Little Man." So that's how my cat Little Man got his name. He ended up getting his sister Smokey pregnant, and she had 4 kittens. 2 made it, 2 were stillborn. Those 2 kittens were my little gray kitten, Ezio, and his sister, a gray and white kitten named Millicent. She went to my boyfriend's sister's best friend, and I took Ezio because I've always wanted a gray kitten. I love gray dogs, gray and white cats. So that's how I ended up with Little Man and Ezio. They went from living in a house with 17 other cats to living here with me by just themselves. There are 2 other cats downstairs, but we basically live upstairs. They don't go downstairs because there's 2 females down there and they're 2 males. Ezio's not fixed, but Little Man is. In that house, they had their mother. Their father lived outside. He lived in their garage. He was just a stray cat. His name's Big Hoss. Their mom's name is Mama Kitty. Little Man has a half-brother, Gizmo. They have the same mom, different dads. He has 2 full sisters, Cuddles and Smokey. He's gotten both of them pregnant. He has a daughter named Annabelle with Cuddles. With Smokey, he had Ezio and Millicent. He also had kittens with another female that was in the house, Lucky. Their names are, there was Kiki, Emma, and Halo. Unfortunately, there was an incident with Emma, and she passed away. But Kiki and Halo are still at that house. Little Man has a full brother, Snowball. He lives in the same town, but not in the same house. He lives with my ex-boyfriend's brother. My cats are very calm most of the time, but they wait until about 2 a.m. and then they get this burst of energy and they just run all around the room, jumping off things, crying at the bottom of the stairs. They'll sit in the window and cry. They'll just sit on the couch and be very vocal, just sit there and talk. They play with each other all day long most of the time. Or then there's some days where they do what you can see now, just lay there. They're not picky eaters at all. They will eat anything. One of Little Man's favoriteest treats is frosting. He loves vanilla frosting. I don't give him a lot just because it's kind of human food. It's not really cat food. And it's got a lot of sugar in it. And I'm not really sure if cats are supposed to have frosting. So I usually only give him a little bit on my finger every now and then. Little man is obsessed with catnip. He absolutely loves it, but he won't touch cat treats. Ezio is the exact opposite. He will not respond to catnip. He sniffs it and then he walks away. But he's the opposite with cat treats. He loves them. As soon as you shake the container, he comes running from wherever he is. Little man loves people, loves children. A little kid could pick him up by his head, and they do when they come over. Jonathan's niece likes to pick up little man by the head, pull on his tail, and he just doesn't care. He'll lay on the bed, he'll purr, he'll love right up to the kids. But his son Ezio, it's the exact opposite. He will literally, when he hears people coming up the stairs, if he's not sure who it is, he hears footsteps and he runs and hides. They are very playful sometimes. I've got a bunch of scars from cats. I am obsessed with cats. I love these two cats. They mean the world to me. When I was living at my ex-boyfriend's with his mom, and they had 19 cats. They still do have probably up to like 21 cats now. They just got some new ones, and there's new kittens. Before I brought little man here, he ended up getting his sister Cuddles pregnant again. She had, I think, 4, but only one made it. I'm not sure if it's a girl or a boy or what it looks like. I wasn't ever able to see the kitten. But I don't feel like they really miss I'm sure they do miss their mom, their sister, stuff like that, but they don't really show it. They just they still act like they did while living in that house with the other 19 cats. They have lots of toys. They love feathers. I have this little blue feather thing that was on a stick, and they pulled it off the stick. So I wasn't sure what to do with it. I was going to throw it away, and then I decided they have a cat tower, so why not just tie it to the cat tower so they could still play with it, still have that toy, because I know how much they like it. So I had some thick yarn, and I tied it really tightly to their cat tower, and every now and then, when they get hyper, they still play with it. There's things that they play with that they know they're not supposed to. Like, they'll find a bottle of Advil or whatever, and they'll start batting it around. This morning I woke up and my bracelet wasn't on my dresser anymore. It was on the floor when their water dish is empty. Like this morning, I woke up and found Ezio playing with it on the middle of the floor. The dish was tipped over, empty. He was just smacking it around. There's been times where I can't get a bag of cat treats. I have to get like a bottle of cat treats, because there was one time I left, went for a walk, and when I came back, the entire bag of cat treats was on the floor. The back of it was shredded wide open, and all of the treats were gone, except for one. There was one that was stuck down in the corner that they couldn't get. It was I think it's Friskies Tumbles, Playin' Tumbles or something. They did really like those, but they ripped them open. So I don't end up getting treats with the bag anymore. It's got to be the bottle. Any cat food that I get has to be closed in a cupboard. one with like a magnet that they aren't able to open, because when I was living at the old place with the 19 other cats, it had to be locked away too, because there were so many cats. The food was scattered. They were being scatter fed, which is just the food was poured under the kitchen table, and all 19 cats heard the cat food and bolted into the kitchen, and that was their way of eating. But there was a pretty big water bowl too. And that house wasn't even just filled with cats. There's a guinea pig, a gecko, a bearded dragon, I think it's called a sand turtle. There was 2 dogs, but one of them passed away. Now these cats are in a place with absolutely no dogs. This place does look pretty big, but it is an apartment. This bedroom is actually an attic, and these cats went from the house with 2 dogs and guinea pigs and all kinds of animals to now being in a room with just themselves. I had to talk with Jonathan's mom and try to see if I could bring both cats. I was only going to bring one, but I didn't want to have to make that decision, because I mean, they are father and son. And I know I had to pull Ezio away from his mom to bring him here, but I figured I grew up in a house with 2 sisters and my dad, and my father was a single parent. He did the best he could raising us, was always making sure we had food on the table, and I figured why not have Ezio living in a house with just his dad. And he absolutely loves it. They're both doing amazing since they've been here. They're both little pigs. They are obsessed with eating all the time. So I'll fill their dish, and if it's gone within 2 hours, then it's gone. I wait again to feed them until I know that they're hungry. I don't want them just pigging out, gaining a bunch of weight, because I don't want like a majorly obese cat. Jonathan's mother actually has an obese cat downstairs. Her name's Miss Kitty. You guys should have seen her if you want to see her, she's shown in my house tour vlog. Even though she's pretty big, she can definitely run. She jumps up onto the kitchen table. She can jump off of the kitchen table, run across the floor. Even though she's a big girl, she can still do a lot of stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed. This was my everything need to know about my cats. If you guys want more, go ahead and comment down below. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Feel free to comment and share. And I'll see you guys tomorrow in my next daily vlog. Bye!